severance package, and that's it. I'm not getting any huge, go-away bonuses like some CEOs do of computer companies that are getting $100 million to go away. I don't get that. You don't get that if you screw up on the air and you get let go. Guess what? If you don't fix it, you're not getting paid.
Absolutely not.
It's my dad, fireman. If he screws up on the job, he ain't getting paid.
Nope.
Your dad, he wasn't getting paid if he screwed up on the job either.
Nope.
So it boggles the mind, and it's frustrating because hardworking folks go out there and they spend their hard-earned money to watch high school coaches, and this is really a diss against high school coaches too, because I know some damn good ones.
They try.
But watch high school coaches go out there and try to coach a professional team and then have a billionaire owner tell you need to pay 30% more to see my team after we went 7-9 last year.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
That's it.
Win some freaking games, man.
They better not be raising tickets this year. Going to be a whole lot more empty orange, man. Oh my God! And Matt, one quick point too on the game. Christian Kirksey loved the passion pulling Jeremy Hill or pushing him after he tried to jump in the dog. But Jeremy Hill's a pile of garbage. He's just a punk, Jeremy Hill. I can't stand him, but you know what? He's good, and I'd cheer for him if he was on my team. But he punks you, Cleveland. He punks you every time you play. He jumped into the damn stands, and Kirksey had the gut, the only one to push him and actually get a penalty for. I was fine with the penalty. The problem, Matt, is I would have loved it if Kirksey would have stopped him before he got into the end zone. I would have liked that. I would have liked that.
My thoughts exactly. Kirksey said, I was just trying to protect this house. Damn it. Do that when he's trying to run down your throat.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and rip him out of the stand celebrating. He earned that right to jump in the damn dog pound because guess what? He handed you your lunch when he punched you in the mouth.
Sure he did.
Okay? So I was okay with the fact that you want to stand up and be a man. Be a man on first down. Be a man on second down. Be a man on third down and keep his butt out of the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're running along here. Let's get to your tweets. At AndyMC81, at Matt Fleur-Jancic. Listen to the Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns, brought to you by DraftPot.com. And, Matt, we put out there again, lots of comments yesterday during the game we were getting on Twitter, as well as, is this the worst Browns team on and off the field that you have ever seen? So let's get to your tweets in the Bark-Off. I'll go back to... we had some tweets during the game yesterday from Hal Stewart on Twitter. Agreed with us on Kirksey's passion. Said needed that passion about 30 seconds earlier. That was netted about the stop. At 35 start says Pettin looks loaded with embalming fluid. Just standing there. And he's Ken Hogue on Twitter says, wake me when they don't play Johnny. Pettin Farmer experiment is over. Hard to disagree with that. Boy, I'd love to get to all of these, Matt, but we only have a certain amount of time. I have from Kelly, great listener on the show, on Twitter, says, this team is the worst for me because no improvement, week to week, zero run game, horrible defense, bad drafting. She tweeted back again, 99 expected to be bad, 16 years later, worse than 99, draft picks terrible, coaching on defense, awful, then angry and sad face. Yep.
Pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
That's it, man. That's it. And Matt, our only hope, and it's like anything with faith, is you have to believe. We have to believe that Jimmy Haslam has already put in process to find a director of football operations, to find a new head coach, to find a GM, to get an advisor to help him do that. I don't want Jimmy and Alex Shiner flying all over the country trying to woo people who they don't know if they're any good or not at football. We've tried that. I don't want a fifth-choice coach anymore.
Yeah, I don't want them doing it because, A, they've demonstrated an inability to do it, and B, they're on, I believe Chud was their 8th interview, and I believe Mike Pettin was their 5th or 6th.
That's right.
Okay, so over the last 2 coaches, you've ended up with your 8th and 5th or 6th options.
And no one was interviewing any of them.
People flat out refused an interview. Mm-hmm. Adam Gase was the hottest name in football 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what he said? No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good being a coordinator.
On the Super Bowl run. He got the doors blown off in the Super Bowl. Offense couldn't do anything. He went to Chicago, of all places, to try and mentor Jay Cutler. And now his name is back in the mix. Okay, so by avoiding the Cleveland Browns, he kept alive his opportunity to get a better head coaching gig. And who knows, maybe he has a backroom deal with John Fox to say, hey, if you do this, you stay with me long enough, I'll make sure I set you up with a head coaching job. You'll be my replacement in waiting. You know,
wow.
They're not going to get their number one option.
No.
They're not going to get their number two option. They're going to have to overpay. They need somebody who's legit. Come in here and run the organization. They should have gotten Ernie Accorsi to help them run their coaching search.
Yeah, Detroit got them.
He signed an exclusivity deal with the Detroit Lions. So now you've got the likes of maybe a Bill Polian or a Ron Wolf to go out there and be your advisor if you're Jimmy Haslam and say, Alex Shiner's made you a lot of money. I understand that. Great. Shouldn't be making football decisions. Get him the hell out of here. And then you bring in a guy who understands football decisions to be your director of football ops. He hires the general manager,
right.
And then in concert, they bring in the head coach.
But who knows?
That is how it has to happen. You can't hire the head coach in January, gut the front office, and then promote Alex Shiner to president and promote Ray Farmer to GM because nobody wants to work with anybody because they're all trying to get the power in the owner's ear and trying to make their jobs easier.
Yeah. But, Matt, I just wonder the last thing before we wrap up the show, if Jimmy and Alex Shiner are all in a vacuum, like that they don't realize this and that they still think their way. Because when you're engulfed in the organization and, okay, hey, there's lots of negativity, so you're not really listening to the fans. You're not listening to shows like this, to local radio, whatever, reading articles. And to a certain degree, you don't listen to the fans because what's the old saying? You'll become one. But like common sense would just have to tell you at some point the way you're doing it is not working. It is such a fear that he's just going to go out, not swing and miss at a couple big names, and get some third, fourth, fifth, sixth place coordinator option and overpay for him. And here we go again. Then 2 years, boom, blow it up, do it again.
That's the ultimate fear, is that it's going to happen again. And to say that you're confident that Jimmy's going to get it right. The man knows trucking businesses, and he did not get the trucking company call right with his CEO pick a few years ago and had to go back and run the company.
Yeah.
And he knows that business. He doesn't know football.
No. And he got that one wrong.
And he's going to make a decision on football on football operations? No. He has to hire an advisor.
Matt,
and if he doesn't, it's going to continue to be a joke.
Matt, how about this? One quick quote before we go from Dane Brugler, great draft analyst for CBS Sports. He tweeted out at DP Brugler, said, receiving yards this season, Tom Brady, 36, Dwayne Bowe, 31. Goodbye. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for playing.
My gosh. Just, I don't know. Matt, you know what?
Yes, it is that bad.
Matt, we're going to do it again on Friday. We're going to set up the 49ers. Matt, we didn't even talk Johnny Manziel. My God. All right. Hey, we didn't even talk Johnny. I'd be shocked if Johnny's not going to be the starting quarterback, folks. Let's see him for 4 straight games. Play it out. We'll get into quarterback talk. Johnny, who knows what the heck happens with the Browns until Friday. But until then, my friend, great job as always.
All right, Andy. Looking forward to doing it again on Friday.
Oh, boy. All right. This has been The Doghouse, brought to you by DraftPot.com, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns. So for Matt Florjancic, our Browns insider from WKYC Sports, I'm Andy McNamara. Hang in there, Browns fans. Has to turn around sometime, right?